Right, we'll try to do this video in a timely fashion, but it's going to be kind of hard because there's a few different scenarios to go over. First scenario, most bearish scenario from here. Most bearish is we topped. And I'm watching this move right here off the lows. I had some calls, I just got rid of them. But I might be wrong and it might just keep on going higher. But I'm fine with that because if it's a 5-wave move, I'll just get back on the retrace. So the most bearish move is this is a 5-wave move. And I know that I said it wasn't before because it looks like ABC, but this could still be ABC. It could be a expanded flat. So 1, 2, 3, ABC, 4. It's a beginning diagonal. 5th wave down, breaks the low. First wave, second wave pullback. This one right here, you could count as a 5-wave move. I don't really like it, but I have to go with what happened today. And what happened today is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull back for a second wave. Draw a parallel line to the second wave. That was a C wave today. And look at that, we break outside the parallel line. If we look at the 1.61 fib, sitting here, and it hit it exactly, 405.87. And we're bouncing now. So the question is, if this is a 5-wave move, we're going over the bearish scenario right now, then we're looking for a 4th wave, and it already hit the 0.23 fib. So we're just looking for here, already hit it. Could go higher, but most of the time when it goes to 1.61 fib, it just goes to the 0.23 fib. So the telling thing will be if we break this low or not. If we break this low, I'm looking for 401. And if we hit 401, that doesn't confirm that we topped, but it's very likely. It's either going to be ABC, but I would say based on the fact that we broke outside the parallel line here, so we have parallel line 1, 2, we already broke outside of it. So then if we come down here and break this low, I would consider that a 3rd wave. Most likely, it could still be ABC, but it most likely be a 3rd wave. And then we'd be looking for a 4th wave pullback to like 405 into this resistance. And then one more move down here to this demand zone around 395, 396. So that would be the most bearish scenario I see. And thankfully I'm out of my calls now. I started buying around 407.50 against what I normally do. I usually don't buy falling knife, but I thought I had a pretty good grasp on it. I was down and then I finally got out with a small gain. But yeah, so we break this low. I would say that we're probably 1, 2, 3rd wave right here, or down here. I mean, is that right? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3rd wave down here at 401. We've already broke outside the parallel line. So with that being said, it's looking like this is actually a good possibility. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And then I would be looking, if that's only a 1st wave, then we'd be looking for at least a pullback to probably the 0.5 fib. This is far out though, so I can't go into that much detail. And then we'd be looking for a 3rd wave down or a C wave down. So that is the most bearish scenario. I'm not going to go over the longer term because it's kind of pointless until it actually comes close to that. But this is a very real possibility considering that we're only in the 3rd wave of this and we already broke outside the parallel line from this 1, 2. So that is the most bearish possibility. I'm going to remove these now. I would say that that's actually a high likelihood now. The other possibility, the one that I highlighted earlier this morning, is that this is A, This is, let's see, B right here. Is that right? No, A's over here. I'm sorry. A's right here, and we're starting B. So this one is more bullish. It'd be A, and we'd be doing an expanded flat. It's valid because this is A, B, and C, hits the 1.61 fib, doesn't go past the 1.23 fib of the A wave, and so in this scenario, I'm looking for $418.96 all the way up to $423. So that would look like this: A, B, C up here somewhere. And then that would only be the overall B wave. So again, A, B, and then you'd probably be looking at expanded flat the other way, down here somewhere. So there's so many different possibilities, but today just brought the possibility of this being the top end. So that's kind of crazy. We might have topped. So the possibility, the bullish possibility is the one I just showed you. Bearish was the first one I showed you. I don't see any other possibilities, but I got to be honest, based on the parallel lines, I would say it can go either way, but based on the parallel lines, I'm thinking this is probably a fourth wave right here. If we zoom in here on the lower time frames, this is really going to matter right here. And look at that, that's an ABC pattern. I would say this favors the bears big time, and the VIX took off today as well. So yeah, I'm just very happy to get out of my TQQQ this morning. But I am favoring the downside. So I would look for 401 tomorrow. But especially if this breaks right here, 405.82, we're looking for 401. And that would only be the overall third wave. So 3, 4, fifth wave down here is the overall third wave, bounce, and finish somewhere in this demand zone, 395, 396. So pretty crazy day, fun day for me to watch this and finally like see some movement where you can actually make a video and talk about it rather than just going over the same boring chop over and over. So very interesting. We'll see which one plays out. Tomorrow should be very telling. If it comes all the way down to 401, is it possible this is ABC? It's still possible, but it's more than likely. Well, actually, let's look at the 1.61 fib real quick. So if this is, so again, that is the 1.61 fib too. So this fifth wave will be telling as well. Let's say the fifth wave ends like at 403. Then I would favor ABC because you want to see the third wave get to at least the 1.61 fib. Let's say we come down here to 395 on the next move. Then it's definitely a third wave. And then we're looking at some extreme bearish possibilities. So tomorrow will be very telling. If it breaks this and then also gets to 401, it's a third wave. If it breaks this and stops at 403, it's probably a C wave. Although that's kind of dicey too, because then you're looking at an expanded flat that is a little bit, too expanded on the B wave side. So we'll watch it and see what happens. I don't even really want to go over the individual charts right now. I mean, I can. Tesla probably top, to be honest. Hit my target. And the market is pretty bearish today, and this completed a 5-wave move, I think. But actually not necessarily. We got, let's see here. 1, 2, I would say it probably topped. I'm not sure with Tesla right now. It just keeps on going up. I think this is a third wave though. Fourth. It might have one more move higher. Again, I'm just waiting for it to top and show us that it topped. And that might have been today. So we'll have to just watch it. It's pretty close to topping. Let's go. VIX really popping today. Not going to put too much weight into it until we confirm that we're in a bear market or bear move. But it does look like an ABC pattern. But again, the VIX can just keep on going up, and there's no way of knowing. Microsoft. Microsoft is. Here's the thing, though. With Microsoft, again, I labeled this yesterday. It looks like a fourth wave to me. So again, this is showing a favor. This favors the upside for the market. So the A, B, C side right there. Yeah, I mean that favors this move right here. A, and then move up higher. So Microsoft showing a fourth wave, still looking for upside on that. Did we jump the gun too quick? Is this not the top yet? We have to sit through more pain. And then Apple, again, looking corrective. Looks like it needs one more move higher. So again, the individual stocks are showing higher. So I'm not going to get too excited yet. I really do want a pullback, but I'm not going to get too excited yet until we actually come down here to a minimum 401. If it doesn't get down here to 401, then I would say we are looking at the ABC pattern. So that's pretty much it. Kind of an exciting day though. I didn't make that much money. I honestly missed the move. I waited too long and then I jumped into position. I made like $100. Then I tried to play TQQQ on a bounce pullback. Got stopped out on that. And then I made a little bit on some calls. But last night, I put my TQQQ made a lot of money, so that made up for not really doing that much today. I don't mind missing these moves, really. I mean, it's sometimes you get into late, and then you're like, I don't even want to try to do it. I don't even want to try to get an entry on this, and then it just keeps on going. You're like, why didn't I get an entry? It's just hindsight over and over. So it was choppy at the beginning. It was tough to call. And I was expecting maybe 408, and it goes all the way down to 405. So I missed it, but I'm completely fine with it. I made a little bit of money today, and I didn't lose a bunch of money. Like some people are probably buying calls, guessing at 410, and they're down a bunch of money right now. And if we go down to 400 now, they've lost their calls are going to zero. So again, that's a lesson too. On these moves, you gotta wait. You have to wait for that first wave pop, and then you buy on the retrace and you put your stop below the low. That's the only way to play it. If you're guessing, which I actually did today, which is stupid, but sometimes I do it still. If you're guessing when to buy, you buy right here and it keeps on going down. That's how you lose all your money. That's just bad risk management. So even though I did that, I kind of knew we were at the chart, and I was going to cut it pretty quickly regardless, but I got the bounce and got out for a small gain. So I'm just rambling on here, but pretty exciting day. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more updates, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Again, 401 has to be hit. But again, that is actually... Yeah, 401 has to be hit, but that actually can be hit on, no, is that right? 401 has to be hit on the next move down. So the fifth wave down has to hit 401. If it does not, then I rule out this being the top. So again, we'll see tomorrow. 401 or bust for the Bears, and If you're bullish, you just want to come down here a little bit farther, or you've already bottomed right here and you're ready to go higher. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make any money today, or anything else you want to tell me. Have a good night.